Hey guys, so this isn't really where I'm going to be doing my videos. This is just my room. This is the only place I could do them right now. I'm actually going to be doing them in, I have like this whole setup in my basement. However, it's being cleaned right now. There was some kind of water leak. But I did, however, get a chance to finish the Dead Space 3 Awakened demo, or DLC. I keep saying demo. And it is fantastic. And I just set up a little video to show how I felt about it. I know I said my first video was going to be in the Xbox 720, but this is just something I felt like I had to talk about. And I guess I'll give a little backstory. I love the Dead Space series. Dead Space 1 scared me shitless, like I wasn't able to go to sleep at night. Dead Space 2 took away the fear a little bit. It was a great game. It gave Isaac a little more backstory, which I think is the reason why I had a little less fear. But, it was still a great game. And Dead Space 3 just blew it out of the water for me. And then its DLC was just jaw-dropping. So here's a little video about it.
Alright, so we enter here in the beginning of the DLC. And like I said before, there's a huge spoiler warning. This basically, they were genius and they decided to use their DLC to have it take place after the main storyline. Basically as a prequel to Dead Space 4. They did a perfect job with this. I'm not going to give away the DLC. I think the DLC itself is enough of a spoiler. So, right here is kind of a freaky moment right in the beginning.
The fuck you doing, man?
Carver.
What are you doing in my apartment?
We're not in your apartment. We're not supposed to be anywhere.
Alright, so basically if you played through the Dead Space 3 demo, which I hope you did if you're watching this video, they shut on, they turned on the alien machine, but this time it was fully repaired. So, the moon was, like you just said, the moon fell and they were supposed to be dead.
It froze the planet.
So there are huge amount of questions in this beginning
We don't know what
scene.
that technology can do.
They think they're dead, they don't think they're dead. I'm sitting here, I don't know if they're dead. Yes, I have played through the whole thing, but I don't want to give it away. And basically, this is the best DLC I've ever played. And I'm not just saying that in Dead Space 6 because I love the series, but because Dead Space 2 DLC was absolutely awful.
We can do what we want.
That's my opinion. I absolutely hated it. I thought that it was just, I understand it's cool, having a new character to play with, and spoiler warning for Severed, it's called Severed. The main character there dies, and I thought that was cool, because I thought it was like, yeah, no one else but Isaac can survive. And, I thought that was a kind of cool aspect, but overall I just thought it was Dead Space 2 with a different character. And I just felt like they rehashed the levels, and it was just boring to me. Here, and it was the same necromorph, so it wasn't anything new, it was the same thing over and over. Here, Dead Space 3 DLC, they add a new type of necromorph, I think it was 2, and do different places to explore. For instance, right now, you've never seen this in the main game. Right now I'm playing as Carver, and it was just amazing to me right at the beginning. I was like, alright, what's the planet gonna look like? What is everything gonna look like after we just destroyed the entire planet? And everyone knows that, when they're talking about like a necromorph problem, there's gonna be, and they're like, oh, all the necromorphs are gone, so we should be all good. Yeah, we know that that's not the case.
Buried underground, I guess. Keep climbing.
That may seem like it was forced in, like some sequels are just forced in, Mario Party. So just like, it's actually not one of those, oh, we don't know how to make a sequel for this, so we're just gonna make up some bullshit excuse to just make a sequel. No. Throughout Dead Space 3, it tells you of several moons, not just one. And this is the main moon, and the other several moons can be activated if this moon is activated.
So we did
throughout Dead Space 3. So it was
is.
setting up for Dead Space 4 because this big moon was destroyed, but it had time to alert the other moons, so those other moons are now terrorizing the world. well, sorry, the universe, Dead Space.
Maybe we didn't.
Anyway, so, you know,
I know
right now,
it's dead,
Isaac is freaking out, and I swear this is possibly the funniest moment I've ever seen in a
Man,
video
I don't
game.
even know what dead means anymore. Are we Necromorphs? Is this what they feel like after the marker reanimates them?
Could you be any more crazy?
That's the
no,
best.
we are not necromorphs.
You see,
We
I
killed
love
the
it
thing
because
that makes
now
them.
Carver
At least we don't have to put up with
and
that shit
Isaac
anymore.
have a relationship. In the beginning, they were just nothing. They
Yeah.
were nobody.
No more
But
moon.
now they are like
more
they have
marker
a
signal.
relationship with each other.
No more
They
Necromorphs,
fight
at least that's
together.
on
It's
our side.
interesting.
Yeah.
So
Now we're
I
just
just
stuck on
this
this
DLC
godforsaken
was
planet.
so fun for me because even from the beginning to end,
Danik had a
the
strong
only
contingent down here hunting us.
issue that I had with it, to
One of
me,
those
it
ships
felt
has
short.
to be around here.
It was short, and I know
Now that's a good idea.
It has 3 chapters,
Let's get looking, dead
which
boy.
sounds like interesting. Yeah, I know,
That's
different
not funny.
chapters, but
it is.
it was just a little short. But I guess how long can you make a DLC? It was only like an hour long, and I guess that's good enough. But it just set up Dead Space 4 perfectly. And it's just, you know exactly what's going to happen. And this is the only time at the end of Dead Space 3 before the DLC that I was sad to see it end. Like, I wanted another game in this series. But it's hard to explain because it's like Assassin's Creed, for instance. You know, you have those games, and you know, if Ezio died, his place, you just make another thing. And to me, it's just weird. If Assassin's Creed was able to do what
just see
Dead
some weird
Space
shit?
was able to
Yeah.
do by making a DLC
But how's that
prequel, which I know
possible?
is
Who knows?
impossible,
Hey,
or I'm sorry, a DLC
freak
like
out.
afterwards, epilogue type of thing,
could use this
which I
bench
know
and
it
some
can't
kiosks
do,
to
that'd
load
be
up.
pretty cool.
Just in
And
case.
anyway, getting back on track. I just, like, I was sad. I didn't want to see Isaac go. And that's weird because, you know, it's been 3 games already in the series. I didn't want to see Isaac go. I wanted at least 1 or 2, I guess 2, you know, because that's interesting, 2 more games. And it was like, I was so angry. I almost threw my controller at the TV. I was like, you guys can make so much money off this franchise because I'm one of those people who are not bored of Isaac yet. I was not bored of Isaac yet. And Carver was just another addition to the character list that I was interested in. So, you know, I was
Wow.
I was flipping
looks
out.
pretty
And
lethal
then at
for
the end of the
science
credits,
equipment.
when you hear
what do I do with
Isaac
The
in
research
his
says
Dead
the scientists
Space 1
took their
voice,
readings internally.
I was
So,
going nuts. I was
guess we
so
have to
happy.
pry
I was
open the
I was
specimen's
sweating.
belly?
And
Well,
I
that
know
would
that's
explain the
like
harpoon
that's
gun.
weird for a
Oh,
video
good.
game, but I was just so happy that I was able to get another game in the franchise. So when the DLC came out, I was interested as to what they were going to go by, and they were so amazing with it. They were genius when it came to this because it was perfect. It was like, all right, we're not just going to leave you on this planet in Dead Space 4. We're going to take you away, and complete spoiler for the end of the DLC, they bring you to Earth. You are looking at Earth and you see all the moons staring at you, and it was crazy. And you know that Dead Space 4 is going to take place on Earth. And I'm so impressed with this. Leave your comments in the comments box below. This is a very quick video. I know I said that I wasn't going to do any videos until the Xbox 720 came out, but this is just something I had to talk about. I love the DLC, and I completely recommend buying it. I'm pretty sure it's like $10. I 100% recommend this, and it's great for me. And I think it also comes with the engineering suit. So I'm going to leave you with this. The part that I literally almost shit my pants. This is so scary for me.
You're dead. Hey, hey, Norton.
And if that doesn't freak you out, you have no soul. Alright, thank you guys. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And this is Mr. Original Game Boy. See you later.